Hey guys, this video I'm going to talk about how to break through plateaus in your bodybuilding, in your strength and size. So yeah, take steroids, the end. Just joking. Obviously that can help too. It helps with me, definitely helped with me getting stronger and putting on size, but I'm going to talk about the actual things you can do in the gym specifically. But first of all, what is a plateau? It's when you reach a limit where you're not making any more gains, even though you're putting in the work, and you're not putting on size. And it doesn't matter if you're natural or not. Even people on who take steroids can get plateaus in themselves. So, number of factors that could contribute to it, and then I'm going to get into what you can actually do in the gym to break through these plateaus that I know work because I did it myself and it worked on me. But everybody's different, but nonetheless, let's get right into it. First of all is you're not eating enough. You're not eating well. Okay, so it could be something as simple as upping your caloric intake, at least for a period of time. Okay, without bulking too much, obviously, but eating the right foods, the right proteins, things like that, or as well getting enough sleep. A lot of people, due to work and other factors, they only sleep like 5 or 6 hours a day, and it's probably not enough. Maybe, like, I sleep at least 8 hours a day personally. So those two very common sense things you can change to potentially help break through plateaus. The other thing is you're either under-training or overtraining. When you're overtraining, there's too much cortisol, and maybe you're just like, there's too much stress in your life too, and then training is just adding to that stress. So your training, you're not actually making gains because you work all day, maybe like a job that's like, requires a lot of physical exertion, and then you're going to the gym at the end of the day, and you're going to the gym 5 days a week, working 5 or 6 days a week, 10-hour days, that, and then you're not making gains, and you're wondering why, right? It's because you have too much, you're under too much stress. Okay, and conversely, if you're only going to the gym 2 times a week and you only do like a few sets and only half-ass those sets, then you're not going to make potential gains either, right? So it's about the balance of that. And then the other thing is that you just don't have a good workout routine in itself. Okay, maybe you're just stuck. You just do the same exercises. You don't do variations, and you don't go through different periodization programs where you change it up once every 3 months, or even sometimes less than that. Do different types of exercises as well. Change it up is a key thing. That people say it keeps your body guessing. It keeps your muscles, guessing, so that then it kind of shocks them. Yeah, that might be the case, might not, but just like doing different things anyway, you're just going to be hitting things at different angles. For example, I would recommend sometimes doing a pec fly machine and other times doing pec fly cables, okay, at a different angle, right? Same exercise, but different. Sometimes do pull-ups, other times do pull-downs, okay? Same movement, but different. Things like that. So, but the main technique I'm going to tell you, which I haven't really heard anybody talk about, although I'm sure people have done this, and this is for primarily bodybuilders, okay, is, your bodybuilding rep range will probably be around 8 to 12, I would guess, right, for a lot of your exercises, and you might do something like 3 to 5 sets for each exercise, okay? For one of your exercises, for one of your sets, it's probably going to be the third set. So you do a few warm-up sets, this is technically your working set, is you're going to substantially increase the weight to probably around your 80 to 90% max, okay? Something you can only do 2 to 5 times, at most 5, ideally 2 to 4. And you're going to go 110% on that and really fucking try to blast it. And I've been doing this full stacks now, I can even do it more than 4 or 5 times, sometimes full stacks. But like I did it with the pec fly machine the other week. I did full stack of that. I do full stacks of bicep curls and things. And you gotta be careful because the potential for injuries there when you start going into strength training. So, but the key is that you're just going 110% on these exercises, okay? And what's happening here is you're getting full muscle recruitment because you're using more muscle, deeper muscle when you're going harder and strength, or you're using the whole muscle, okay? And different types of muscle fibers, twitch fibers, type A, type B. We'll get into total science of that, but you are using different fibers in strength training. Then the other thing is that you are using your neuromuscular system a bit differently, okay? You're training that as well. And but in doing so, you're only doing it for one set, your whole exercise, your whole routine. So it's not like you're going to burn out, and you just pick it for one exercise. So one day it might be your bench press. Your bench press, say you do bench press on a machine or or something like that. It's easiest to do these on machines because you just easily change the pin, right? So say you're doing bench press, I don't know, 80 pounds, right? For 12 reps. That's where you're at, and you haven't really been able to get your bench press much more reps than that over the course of a few months. Well, on say the third set, change the pin to 150 pounds or 140 or something, right? And then just try to blast that out. Okay, maybe you can only do it a few times. That's fine. You're just doing it for one set. And then, so that's your press day. Well, next, say you're doing your back day, okay? Maybe at back and biceps, maybe you go to the bicep machine, you do hammer curls, and hammer curl, you throw an extra 50 pounds on and just fucking try to blast some hammer curls at a high weight, okay? Just for one set, that's all. And then you just go back to your 10 to 12 rep range, okay? Do that for a few months, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna make gains. And then when you go into that rep range where you can only do 10 to 12 reps, you're going to be able to do more weight for those 10 to 12 reps because you're training your neuromuscular system. You're training different muscle twitch fibers. Meanwhile, you're not doing that by at the cost of your hypertrophy because if this is for, again, primarily bodybuilders, okay? Bodybuilding routine, and in doing so, what we're going at here is we can kind of get in this hybrid system of bodybuilding and strength training. So it's you can modify your bodybuilding sometimes just for maybe only for you do this for a month or two, okay? Try it out, and then you can go back to your standard bodybuilding. But and also what we can do here is a type of progressive overload in doing so, okay? And that's where you're going to make gains. Especially, I would recommend this if you are doing steroids during your blast cycle, adding adding extra strength training a little bit into it, okay? And then you'll be making potentially breaking records every week, okay, on your strength. So personal records, that is. So in doing so, obviously I mentioned everything, but eating is key. Food is anabolic in itself, okay? You want to make sure when you're doing strength training especially, or some type of blast cycle or bulking or whatever, putting on size and strength, you're going to have to be eating well. So that's the key to this as well. But again, it's very simple, and maybe you do this for 2 exercises. Maybe eventually you'll do it for 2 exercises in one workout. But all you need it is for one exercise for one set. Do a strength training, okay? Try it out. I think you'll break through plateaus. You're out, and your curve, your slope of progress will be a lot better, okay? Thank you for watching. What are your guys' thoughts on this video? What would you even call that? I call it just making a hybrid strength in bodybuilding. Adding some strength training into your bodybuilding, okay, is probably, but there might be actually a proper term for this that I'm aware of. I've discovered myself that I'm sharing to you guys. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Leave in the comment section below what your thoughts are on this video and my technique. Peace.